Good evening and glad to have you join us on State News at 4. I am Nnenna Ndumdioto. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has placed an indefinite ban on motorcycles across 6 local governments and 9 council development areas in the state. They are Etiosa, Ikeja, Surulere, Lagos Island, Lagos Mainland and Akpakpa. The governor made this known after he met with top police officers, including the Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Biodun Alabi. Correspondent Adetola Kayode reports.
Motorcycles, popularly called Okada, have become increasingly unruly, constantly breaking traffic rules and generally constituting nuisance across the state. The most recent is the killing of 37-year-old David, an engineer around Lekki area of the state. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has therefore announced a total ban on that means of transportation on all highways across 6 local government areas and 9 local council development areas of the state from June 1, 2022. At a meeting with the Commissioner of Police, area commanders and divisional police officers at the State House Ikeja, Mr. Governor asked the police to enforce the order without compromise, sternly warning that the state government will not condone any security formation that relaxes the new ban in its jurisdiction.
The whole of Ikeja local government, the whole of Surulere local government, the whole of Etiosa local government, the whole of mainland local government, the whole of Apapa local government, and the whole of Lagos Island local government. A total ban on this and all of the highways effective from the 1st of June. This is the first banning that we're going to be embarking on, so that others know that within a short while, it's either they get out or they look for something else to do.
Governor Sanwo-Olu asked Lagos residents to stop patronizing Okada riders, but rather plan their journeys with other alternatives, saying riding motorcycles on the highways remains unsafe and would no longer be tolerated by government.
From 1st of June, there are LCDs that are underneath them. We're going to publish them. We're going to list all of them. And so we're given the notice now, right, where you can begin to do your recce, begin to do your strategy. From the 1st of June, please, we want all of the Okada to be completely off this major road. Let people begin to make their own independent alternative. We have actually even provided those alternatives. We have bought last mile buses for them. Those are some of the things we said. They are effective, they are working. We have the medium capacity buses. We have the high capacity buses. And before the end of the year, we're also still bringing rail onto this corridor. So government has provided it. We've built terminals, we've provided jetties for them, and all of these things are also means, of alternative means of transportation.
This fresh ban follows the February 2020 restriction placed on the activities of commercial motorcycles in Lagos. Adetola Kayode, OTV.
The importance of regular consumption of dairy products for all ages cannot be emphasized enough, as it contains a variety of nutrients that help prevent malnutrition, aid cognitive development and growth of bones and teeth. This formed part of the discuss at this year's 2022 edition of the Hollandia Dairy Day celebration, organized by the makers of the leading dairy brand, Hollandia range of dairy products. We have details in Bosse Oshinive's reports.
This is the second edition of Hollandia Dairy Day, an annual event organized by Chi Limited, aimed at bringing together relevant stakeholders to deliberate on the health and nutritional benefits of dairy consumption for people of all ages. Marketing Director, Chi Limited, Toyin Nnenna says the program is also an avenue to raise consciousness that will enable key players address some of the challenges facing the Nigerian dairy sector and its role in addressing the scourge of malnutrition.
Milk is man's whole, complete food, and it's loaded with loads of vitamins, nutrients, minerals that are good for the body. And so what we're doing is sensitizing Nigerians about the importance of milk and the various dairy products, what milk does for the body, how milk can help us, live happy, healthy lives.
Being a market leader in dairy, we have to take the responsibility to educate people on the goodness of dairy. And dairy is such an important part of healthy living, healthy diet, that we need to take that forward within the industry, within the country.
The theme, Dairy Nourishment to Support Healthy Living, seeks to address the misconception of dairy consumption and its importance to all individuals.
Dairy nourishment for healthy living is the theme for this year's event. And interestingly, it's actually the theme for last year's event as well, because we saw the need to start the conversations and continue the conversations so that we can drive that awareness on the need to consume dairy every single day.
The event also features discussions on the benefits of dairy consumption, with medical experts speaking on the role of dairy in addressing the burden of malnutrition and how dairy products aid cognitive functions.
One of the advocacy is let's be part of the school feeding project. And then, of course, we need to find a way to incorporate it in everyday meal. It's not just milk and dairy products. And so it doesn't all go well. It doesn't just happen with just children. Adolescents, the senior citizen, the aged, all require milk.
Taking a lot of dairy products could actually help memory, could actually help orientation, could actually help in the general intellect of an individual. So it cannot be overemphasized that dairy products should be something that should be a regular in our meals right from childhood down to adulthood.
And I'm a firm believer that prevention is better than a cure, right? So if dairy has all of these benefits, then it's important for you to be able to incorporate it into your diet in whichever ways that you can.
Hollandia range of dairy products, Hollandia yogurt, Hollandia Zero yogurt, Hollandia evaporated milk, Hollandia Slim evaporated milk, and Hollandia lactose-free milk consist of essential vitamins and minerals for healthy dairy nourishment and well-being of all ages.
And finally, in sport, the Nigeria Women Football League has rescheduled the Premiership Super 6 walkover game involving Nasarawa Mazin Football Club and Niger Rattles Football Club. The match was earlier scheduled to take place as the second match of the opening day of the tournament, but was botched due to kit issues. In order to bring balance and equity into the competition, the NWFL has decided that the game should be played and the rearranged fixture will now hold on Saturday, May 21st at the University of Benin Sports Complex. The game will allow both sides to improve their position on the table. Meanwhile, the chairman of Bayelsa Queens FC, Robin Aprile, has lauded the NWFL chairperson Aisha Falode for her dogged drive in the development of the women game in Nigeria. For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms.